PRS has an insane sale going on right now. I had to do a double take and say, am I reading that right? And it's across all the lines. SE, S2 made in America, and core models made in America. I'm gonna show you my handpicked favorites. You can shop this link with me. You can scan this QR code or you can use my link pinned in the comments or down below in the description and follow along. You'll get fast free shipping and easy payment plans. They've got no interest payment plans on top of these savings. Let's get to looking at the best deals from PRS. Some of these are my favorite PRS guitars. Check this out. Let's kick it off with the SE line. Here's the NF3. It's a Strat style guitar, but it's got these special narrow field pickups. They call these deep dish pickups, which makes me hungry because it reminds me of Chicago pizza. But these narrow field pickups are uniquely voiced to give you a single coil sound, but without the hum. And I'll tell you, don't compare this directly to a Stratocaster. Let this stand on its own merits. You can watch my demo for all these guitars. This guitar really does shine and do its own thing. And this gunmetal gray with birds on the maple fretboard looks absolutely fantastic. Now this is also available in rosewood too, but check this out, $639, 20% off. I mean, $639 SE quality, okay? I'm gonna tell you something, is the best import quality guitars I have personally played. I don't know how PRS does it. Nothing beats SE line in terms of the quality of a guitar under $1,000. Hands down, done. Now, here's an all-time bestseller. This was just called by Guitar World magazine one of the best pieces of gear of the past 25 years. The Silver Sky, the John Mayer Silver Sky. The core model is a whole lot more, but that's also on sale. Get there. But check this out. Any of these finishes, most of these finishes, I should say, Derby Red, Laurel Green, Moon White, like I'm showing you, Rosewood or Maple, $679. Major savings right now. Now the Custom 24 is one of the guitars that kicked it off for Paul Reed Smith. There was the Custom 24 and the Standard back in the 80s, and that's how PRS kicked off his business. But here we have the SE version in some beautiful finishes. I handpicked this Lake Blue because I thought it looked so great. At $679, so 24 fret guitar, great playing, great sounding guitar. How about this? This is something different, Swamp Ash. I actually had a Les Paul made out of Swamp Ash. I still have it, I love that guitar. But I thought this looked sharp in vintage Sunburst, $679. We're talking 20% off SE guitars that are best sellers. I love the look of that. Now, I actually play this guitar on stage. I adore the SE DGT, the David Grissom model. This guitar is so freaking good. It just is. And I love a gold top. And it's available with birds as well for a little more at $719. But I love the understated look of these. They look like moons. Look at these little dot moon inlays. I absolutely love that on this beautiful rosewood board. Mine looks just as good. Nice and dark piece of rosewood. Awesome, awesome guitar. I play this on stage. I can vouch for this guitar. It actually came in for a review and then I bought one myself. I liked it so much. So I love this guitar, $679. That's less than it was when I was buying it. Check this deal out. It will not last. Or you can, if you like the birds, you can get the DGT with the birds too. Oh man, I can't rave enough about the DGT. Fantastic guitar. Look at this insane top. Now, I showed you the Custom 24. If you want to spend a little more, you can get this exclusive sapphire finish. This one's $899, so it's not necessarily on sale, but I just thought this top was insane. They do have a faded blue burst for $719, or even more savings on this exclusive ruby. I love a red guitar too. So this dark ruby with a quilted top is on sale for $719. You can compare it to $899 and see how much you're saving. That is the quilt top exclusive Custom 24. Super cool. I reviewed this guitar. Here's a way to get a semi-hollow guitar. This is the Zach Myers 594. Okay, this guitar is maybe my favorite PRS SE guitar that I've played other than maybe the DGT and the Silver Sky. This is the NF53. If you know anything about me, I love a Telecaster. This is PRS's take on a Telecaster, but it's doing its own thing too, and it's just such a special guitar. It's $779 right now. It's on sale, and this guitar is just such a winner. I absolutely love this guitar. It's got the narrow field pickups like you saw in the Strat style guitar as well, but this is the Tele version. Doing its own thing, and just an awesome guitar. Go watch that demo, trust me. McCarty, single cut, 594, based on Ted McCarty, the relationship of Ted McCarty building guitars at Gibson, and then Paul Reed Smith learning from Ted McCarty, the legendary Ted McCarty. Now, if you want something semi-hollow, check out this. You got a Piezo pickup, you got 24 frets, and look at that beautiful vintage Sunburst 1279. What a beautiful finish. And by the way, hint, hint, they also have open box deals. So that's at $1279, and you can check out, look at this, $1074 for open box model. And even then, you can take advantage. Look, 6 months, no interest, $179, and it's yours with fast free shipping as well. Now we're in S2 territory. What is S2? It's made in America, but it's a little more budget conscious. Think of these as workhorse guitars made in America. And recently they upgraded the entire S2 line. It used to be the fact that S2 guitars came with import pickups like the SE line. That is no longer the case. Check this out, an S2 standard 22 frets. I actually prefer a guitar with 22 frets over 24. I don't need 24 frets. It's too many frets up there. I like 22. And here you go. This is probably, if I was gonna buy an S2 guitar, this is probably the guitar I would buy. Here's an S2 standard 22 in red apple metallic or any of these other finishes, which you can check out. $14.89, made in America with American pickups as well. Screaming good deal. I mean, think about the fact that, you know, the American professional classic guitar from Fender is $14.99. So you're talking PRS S2 quality around that same price range as well. We got the S2 standard 24 in gloss. You got the McCarty tobacco sunburst at $16.99. You can also check it out in black, which I think is a super sleek look at $16.99. So PRS is just going nuts with these deals. And check this out, McCarty 594 double cut. Look at this honey gold burst at $20.39. But you can get it even cheaper in dark cherry sunburst at $18.39. This was $23.49. So we're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars off. Too good of deals to pass up in PRS. If you've been on the fence about owning a PRS, now is your time, I'm telling you, okay? So look at this, S2 McCarty 594 single cut. 22 fret guitar, I love it. Single cut, I love it. Here's another great guitar. I told you how much I like the SE NF3. Here's the actual NF3, and these go for big bucks, but right now, the satin matcha green, I love that. That's fun to say too. I actually like that finish a lot. It's cool. It's kind of like an olive drab almost. Look at this, $22.89. Compare that to, I mean, if you want some of these more expensive models, like Mulberry Smoke Burst, $28.99. So some of these you got to scroll through and see which ones, but like Satin Frost Blue Metallic, $22.89. So majorly on sale, same guitar, just different finish. I love that blue metallic right there. That is sharp. And then, okay, here's, again, is just hailed as one of the best pieces of gear of the past 25 years by Guitar World magazine, the famous John Mayer Silver Sky. Yes, and this is the core model. This is also on sale. Look at this, $23.39 for any of the finishes. You got Midnight Rose, Polar Blue, Tungsten, or Venetian Blue, and that is the real deal Silver Sky. The SE version, don't turn your nose up at that. That is an incredible guitar, but if you want the real deal core model from PRS made in America, here it is on sale. Don't miss that. Incredible savings. This is the one I saw at NAMM, and this was $3,500. I want this guitar. I might buy this guitar. I might buy this guitar. This is the Satin Standard 24, and I told you I prefer 22 frets, so I wish I had 22 frets on this one, but this red apple metallic looked so good in person. What a cool guitar, and look at this, marked down from $3,500 to $2,980. Major savings on real deal core models from PRS. Look at this. This was like one of the craziest deals I saw. Double cut McCarty, a beautiful Aurora Borealis finish, $34.27 instead of, it was, the prior price was $47.40. So we're talking about a savings of, what is that, like $1,300? I mean, now is the time if you've been on the fence for PRS. And I'll remind you, if you're buying any gear, use my link, scan this QR code. It's a win-win, trust me. It makes it super easy. You can shop along with me. Here's more massive savings, almost $600 off the DGT. I told you how much I love the SE DGT. Here's the DGT in the core line. If you want to spend up, save $600 almost on the core model DGT. Fantastic in that McCarty Sunburst. I love that. You can check out the 594 McCarty. Look at that flamed out McCarty Sunburst. $4,100 down from $4,660. Major savings. I'm a sucker for a gold top though. This looks beautiful right here. Down from $4,820. McCarty 594 gold top at $4,100 currently. It's no secret that PRS guitars are expensive, right? But these sale prices, they're not gonna last, and it's like across the whole PRS product line. So it's an incredible chance to buy a PRS. And look at this, black gold, $4,200 on the Custom 24. The Custom 24 is one of these staple models from PRS. Paul Reed Smith brought two models to NAMM in 1985. It was the Custom 24 and the Standard model. That's what started everything at PRS. All right, so if you want my best picks for SE, okay, it's got to be the NF53 Tele style guitar, the John Mayer Silver Sky Strat style guitar, and one of my favorites, the DGT Gold Top with moon inlays. I play that guitar personally. Screaming deals, and we're talking like $679, under $700. You cannot go wrong with any of those. In the S2 line, there were some impressive choices as well, and even in the core model. If you've been on the fence about buying a PRS, now's the time. This is my deal alert. I'm telling you now, it's time to buy a PRS, and these sales will not last. Wanted to point this out. Until next time, it's John for Play and Trade Guitars. Shop that gear using my link or scan this QR code. Check out full demos for all these guitars here on Play and Trade Guitars, and subscribe. This Gibson Les Paul, I know we're talking PRS, but this Gibson Les Paul right here is going to one of you before the end of the year. Check this out right now. Make sure you're signed up. Make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, I'm John. See you next time and keep playing.